So it's 1 hour yoga for health, and especially mental health. You all know that we've been through a lot these past months. So I'm giving you a technique, a way to overcome anxiety, to overcome depression, and to feel better with yourself, feel better living in this life, the life that we share in this world. So first thing, to say hello to everybody, we're going to press our hands to our chest and say Namaste. Namaste is a very cute and important word in yoga, which means I bow to the divine that is in you. So it's a sign of appreciation, a sign of gratification that you are there, we are here. We are here together to share this special moment, to share practice of yoga. And what is yoga, you may say? So most of people think of yoga like a pretzel. You becoming a pretzel. So yes, because you develop your strength and your flexibility with yoga, but yoga it's way more than physical exercise, which is very important. The physical exercise for your mind, body, and spirit. Yoga means union. So it's the union, is the putting together your body, your mind, and your spirit. And when you manage to balance these three ways in your world, when you manage to balance all three, you get the wellness, you get the health, the mental health, the spiritual health, and the physical health. So yoga is a holistic approach towards health and well-being. And why is it important, especially for us, for you teenagers? It's the awareness. Throughout the puberty, you change. There's lots of change in your body, in the way you perceive yourself, the way you perceive others. You develop your personality. You develop a philosophy in your life. And sometimes during puberty, you lack of self-awareness and self-esteem. And what I'm going to do throughout this week is to give you some insight how to overcome those moments and how to become healthier. So basically is awareness, aware if your body, this powerful machine, is working properly or not. And if this powerful muscle, the brain, is working properly or not. So what is yoga? Yoga is a lot of things. Find out this beautiful tree to represent yoga. So one of the things we see in yoga is the asana. So it's the trunk of the tree. The asanas is the postures. By the way, I'm gonna say these funny names. They are in a language called Sanskrit. Sanskrit is a really, really old language, more than 5,000 years old as yoga. So yoga has been practicing for many, many, many years. But only recently, after the 90s, it started to become more Occidental. So we started to practice it a bit more. And with more focused in the physical exercise rather than the spiritual one. So yoga is not a religion. Yoga is a philosophy. And there's 8 limbs of yoga. So the most known one is the asanas, so are the postures that we do in these physical exercises. But the root of yoga are the yamas and niyamas. And what are they? So basically the yamas are the ethics and morals, disciplines. So like for instance, this yama tell us to basically to be good. So be good with yourself, be good with others. And when you do good, when you be good, you feel good as well. So this is happiness. This is, again, the mind, body, and spirit being in balance, in unison. Remember, yoga is the union between body, mind, and spirit. So just out of curiosity, some of the yamas are, for instance, no harming, no violence, being honest with yourself, moderation, so no addiction, so nothing in extreme. So it's always about the balance, not too much, not too less. And why is this important for our mental health? Because when there's an imbalance, when there's a blockage, there's a kind of illness. So it's a bad in your body. When we have this balance, we create that peaceful and, wellness. So being well with us. Another yama is non-stealing. So for instance, again, be good, not stealing, not attachment. So not being overly attached to a person or to a thing. So the power is in with us. All right, so another root of yoga is the niyamas. So it's the personal observances. So it's about your surrounding. How clean is your house? Or how clean is your bedroom? How clean is your mind? How clean is your environment, your work environment? So if you have a clear mind, a clear hygiene, body hygiene, you get this niyama, this cleanliness. And why is it so important in cleanliness? The clean your mind. So I'm gonna give a simple example. For instance, you got used to brush your teeth since you were a child, and you take a shower every day. So we do care for our physical or external body, but sometimes we disregard what is inside. So our personal hygiene, so our mental hygiene, our heart hygiene, how do we clear up our bodies, our minds? So cleanliness is not just the visual, but it's also a bit deeper than that. And you'll feel, and you can absorb how good you feel when you clean. Like, for instance, when you take a shower, when you, for instance, you talk with somebody, so you are clearing your thoughts, you're cleaning your thoughts. So observe that sensation of good feeling when you actually clean something. Yeah? Like, for instance, you have your sinus blocked and you blow your nose, so you are cleaning. So that good feeling after that cleanliness. Okay, I'm extending a bit, but I'm gonna be really quick. So the niyamas are the personal observances, and one of them, as I said, is the cleanliness, contentment, self-discipline, self-study, surrender to divinity, and other things. So further down the week, we're going to observe other important bits of yoga. Like, for instance, the one on the top, the canopy of the tree, are, for instance, focus, concentration, the dhyana, which is very important, the meditation, which we will do, and the turning inwards. But I don't want to extend too much and make it too boring. In a bit, we're gonna go back to action. So we're going to do some exercise. Benefits of yoga. So those are some of the benefits of yoga. Strength and flexibility. So sometimes some people just think that yoga is just for flexibility, but no, it's for strength as well. So yoga could be a physical exercise by itself, or can complement other types of exercises. Like, for instance, imagine that you like jogging. So before you're jogging, you do some stretches, and those ones could be yoga stretches to avoid injury and to warm up your body, to be ready to challenging exercises like jogging or football or anything that you want. So for you that play football or play any sports or do dancing, you know how important it is the warm up. So yoga is very complete because it can be very powerful, but it can be just for a warm up or calm down after the exercise. To again, like I said, avoid injury, warm up all your muscles, lubricate all your joints, so you don't feel pain or you don't get any blockages or any thing that can lead to an injury or a illness. So flexibility, we all know, strength, balance, again, the balance, it's not only the physical balance. So being able for you to control and balance it out, like for instance, in just one leg or doing versions. We'll talk about these poses and these techniques further down our workshop. But yes, so balance also throughout the life. So for instance, when we were talking about the yamas and yamas, one of the balance is, for instance, a balanced diet. So are you eating your vegetables? Are you drinking plenty of water? All right, so balance, posture. It's very important. Lots of people have backache, and you teenagers and us, nowadays we are just in front of a computer hours and hours. So this static position, this position in front of the computer, make us weak, make us with back pain. We have all this tension in our shoulders. So yeah, if you have a good posture, if you have your core straightened, if you have your back and abdominals strong enough, you'll be able to sit better, to walk better, to not fall. And if you do other sports, you know how important it is to have balance, to play football, to dance, to do ballet, to even to run. So we sometimes underestimate the powerful machine that we have, that we are. Weight loss. So yoga can be really intense and sweaty. So prepare to work your cardio and prepare to sweat. Hence, you lose weight because you are doing a physical exercise. You're burning calories. Digestion system. So digestion-wise, is super important what you eat. You are what you eat. So if you eat junk food, if you eat sugar stuff, you feel bad because this is not what your body is asking for. On the other hand, if you eat healthy, you top up with all your micronutrients, with supplements, with your fruit and veg, drinking plenty of water, having a diversified diet, and also joining with the yoga exercises, all the twists, all the turns, helps the digestive system to flow, to work better. If you have some problems with your stomach or with your gut, you will be able to kind of associate and know why it's important to have a good digestion. Remember, we are what we eat. If our digestive system is not working properly, you won't feel so good as well. And then, super important, self-esteem, happiness, and tranquility, peace. So throughout this week, we're going to do lots of exercises to relieve tension, to fight anxiety, and to be, again, more aware. That's awareness when we're talking about. So when you do exercise, when you conciliate, when you put together the breathing with the physical exercise, you will gain that balance, that strength, and that awareness of your body. And it's very important for you teenagers to love yourself fully. So if you create a better within yourself, a better body, you will feel better with yourself, and this has a domino effect in the rest of your life, all aspects of your life. All right, I don't want to bore you too much about what is yoga. Just a quick one. There's lots and lots and lots of types of yoga. The ones that we're going to do this week are more power yoga. So I'm gonna make you sweat. Vinyasa yoga with sun salutations, which is a flow of movements, of poses, combining it with your breath. So again, the unison, the yoga, two words together. The putting together. So we're gonna do vinyasa yogas. And Kundalini yoga is about the breath, a vigorous and powerful breath. And again, is a sequence of poses. The Hatha yoga is the most known one. We're gonna do it as well. So it's basically the poses, but it's more, is a bit more flexible. So, are we ready for action? Are we ready to get on with yoga? All right, so to do yoga, you actually don't need much. So you can do yoga anywhere. But if you have a yoga mat, is even better because you get a grip on your hands, on your feet, and you know it's softer. But you can practice on the sand, on the ground, on the grass, on your floor. So you can practice anywhere. So the first thing that we're going to do is a calming pose, which is the child's pose. And it goes like this. So go to your mat. We're going to go on our knees. Sit on your heels. Like this. Sit on your heels. And bring your body to the floor. Arms along your body. And stay like that. So we're going to do 3 deep breaths in this position. Make sure you lengthen your arms in front of you. And try to breathe in this position. 3 breaths. Now we're going to walk your hands to your right. So we're going to lengthen all this side body. And again, 3 deep inhales. And walk your hands to the left. 3 more breaths. Go to the middle. Okay, stay there in the middle while I just have a chat with you. This child's pose is one of the most relaxing ones because it lengthens your spine, it stretches your legs, your knees, and allows the fluidity, all the circulation to be in a better state. And it's the child's pose. That is, it says you become protected. You feel protected in this position. So whenever you are stressed out or tired, just go on your room and just do this pose. Another pose is let's just start with this one, and then we start with the other ones. All right, so next one, we're gonna go in our hands and knees. So make sure your wrist is aligned with your shoulder, and make sure your hips are directly above your knees. So this is the alignment, the squared alignment. And we're going to do a tabletop. So this is the tabletop. And the first thing that we're going to practice is strength and balance. 2 really important things in yoga. So the first one is kick your left leg, toes pointing out, pointing down. And now you're going to lift the other hand. So focusing on a point in front of you. Make sure your hips are squared to the floor, so not like this, okay? So make sure your hips are parallel to the floor. And now, once you find the balance, you can lift your arm in front of you. Now we're going to do 2 breaths in this position. Really slow. So throughout your nose, and exhale through your nose. Focus as much as possible on your breathing and really, really slow. As slow as your breath is, lower your heart rate and gives you more calmness, tranquility, and that peace of mind that we want, that fighting the anxiety that we want. All right. If you feel tired at this point, always go to the child's pose position, which is the reset position. But if you feel strong, let's do the other side. So again, check all your alignments. Make sure your hips are in line, 90 degrees with the floor. And we're going to do the other side. So this time, lift your right leg up, toes pointing down. Your back foot, the one on the floor, you can tuck your toes under or leave it like this. So work it out which way is better for you to find that balance. Remember that yoga is about balance. It's finding that awareness, that body awareness, so you can love your body. You feel in control of your body. You can do it. So once you find the balance, focusing on a point in front of you, we're going to stretch out the opposite arm. Again, notice your breath. Slow it down. Why is it so important to focus in your breath, to slow it down? Because if you manage to stay in the position, hard as this one, because it's hard, in a stressful moment, you'll be able to be aware of your breath. So stay in this position while I speak a little bit. So the beauty of yoga, it's not only on the mat, it's also outside. So all what you learn on the mat, you can actually use it outside. So like for instance, the endurance and the resilience you create after a pose, the focus on your breath and slowing it down will help you to face more positively, more positive in a more positive way, a stressful environment or a stressful situation that you live outside the gym, outside your yoga mat, outside your yoga practice. So come down on your hands and knees. And now we're going to do a plank position. So this is strength. Strong body, strong mind. So this is the plank position. Again, make sure your arms are aligned, your shoulders are aligned with your wrist. You tuck your toes and you stay like that. So not saggy like that, not like too much. So this is strength, okay? For this position, not only your core is working, your lower back is engaged, and also, and obviously, your upper body strength on your arms. Okay? If you feel like this is easy, just move forward a little bit. Just drag it forward, and that makes it even harder. If you are used to push-ups, this is easy peasy for you. All right. So now from the plank position, we're going to do the side plank. So in one arm, balance it out, open up your chest, engage all your muscles, don't side your hips, make them straight, and if you manage, look up to your left hand. Go back to plank position, and guess what? We're gonna do the other side. So roll over, arm up, look up. And plank position. And if you want, have a rest, child's pose, 1 or 2 breathing deep breaths. Okay, by this point, without much movement, I hope you're already sweating. I am. Okay, so yoga could be a bit static, but it could be movement, a lot of movement. And now I'm going to teach you one of the most known sequences in yoga, which is called sun salutation. Sun salutation. So normally you do sun salutations in the morning, but you can do it at night. You can do it anytime. You can do it as a part of a warm-up. It's a very complete exercise because not only it makes you stronger physically, but flexible as well. Plus, all the movements have a contraction and expansion focus. So you focus on your breath. So you inhale and exhale, and you keep that flow, that motion. So imagine your lungs. So when you inhale, you expand. So all the positions in yoga that you expand, you inhale. So open up your heart, open up your chest. When you exhale, everything contracts. And this is a bit of a metaphor for everything that happens to us throughout life. Everything is an expansion and a contraction. So look throughout your day. There's moments that you feel happy and you are all bubbly and you are like enjoying and being joyful or really focusing on something. So you are giving energy, you are brightening up. And sometimes you are closer, you feel more introspective, you want more calmness, or you want time for you, or that sad, bit more sad moments. So it's always about this inhaling, exhaling, expanding and contracting, accepting that life itself, it's like that, is a peak. So you expand and then you go and contract, you go up and you go down. So when you practice yoga, you are one with the universe, one with nature. Everything in life goes like this. They born, they become life, and then death. They breathe, and they breathe in and breathe out. So, sun salutation, it looks like this. So it's a series of poses. So we have the mountain pose, then you do a gentle back bend, forward fold, so you fold all your body, and then we're going to make it even shorter by jumping both legs to the back. Plank position is similar to what we did, this plank position. And then the chaturanga, it's like a snake. We're going to do knees, chest, chin, low. And this is really good for our back and for all our body. Then cobra, downward dog. And then we finish how we started to close the cycle. Are we ready for sun salutations? So it's important to learn the sun salutations in this first lesson, this first workshop, because we can incorporate lots of poses and lots of exercises doing this sequence. So this is the easiest one I'm going to show you. And throughout the week, we're going to do it and do it and do it. And remember that practice makes perfection. What you practice will grow. So if you practice this, you'll learn. And this is something that, if you take something from yoga, take some salutations, take some of the techniques we're going to show you to help you out physically and your mind. So here we go. So at the top of your mat, make sure your you tilt slightly. Make sure your feet are engaged, your toes are spread, all your body weight is spread through your toes and your heels. Roll back your shoulders, make yourself in a really aligned position. This is mountain pose. It looks like we're not doing much, but actually we are. We are being aware of our posture, being aware of our body. Remember, self-esteem, the physical self-esteem is about loving your body and being aware how this machine works and pushing yourself and knowing that you actually can do it. You can actually control yourself, control your body, your mind. Okay. Actually, I remember something really, really important about that. Before we do sun salutations, let me introduce you to this beautiful sentence. And it says, you cannot always control what goes on the outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. So this is a bit of analogy what's happening now with this coronavirus, with this pandemic. All the changes that we are facing, plus all the changes that you teenagers are facing with school, with your change of your body, with the change of your emotions, it gets really overwhelmed. So what I'm saying with this is that you can control yourself, you can control your body. You are in power of what you eat, what you drink, how you sleep, how much exercise you do, how much breathing exercise you do, meditation, okay? So we'll talk about this a bit more, but this is a bit of a crash course, is a faster paced workshop today. So let's learn some salutation. So go to the top of your mat, engage your feet, make sure they are in line with your hips and hip apart, width apart. Inhale and bring your hands to the top. Slow, a gentle back bend, and exhale, full fall to the floor. If you can't touch the floor, it's fine. You can just be here, hang down. Make sure this fold is from your hips and not from your chest. Okay, so it's not like that. It's from your hips. So again, inhale, exhale all the way down. Inhale halfway. So you can put your hands to your chins or to your knees or here. Focus in the point in front of you. And exhale again for full fall. So full fall, you're going to place, if you can, your head towards the knees. Remember, there's no wrong. There's no doing it wrong. You can only do it better. So if you can't reach with your head on your knees, it's fine. It comes with time. Okay, so we are in the half fall. We're going to go to full fall and squeeze. All right, so hands to the floor, and we're going to do a big jump. Plank position. And now, chaturanga. Go down on your knees, go down, knees, chest, and chin in this final position, and you slide, bring it up to cobra. If you can't do full cobra, you can just stay like that. Or if you feel flexible and you feel strong, go for full cobra. If you want to extend it and make it even harder, do the upward dog. But if you do like this, will be enough. Touch your toes at the back. And now, after cobra, we're going to do the downward dog. So cobra, you are inhaling. Downward dog, you are exhaling. So push up your hips. I'm going to do it again so you can see better. Push up your hips. And push down your shoulders. Look at your belly button. Make sure your back, your legs are, you can wiggle a little bit. So ideally, you are with your heels and your feet all flat on the floor, and you push your shoulder down. Look to your belly button. This is the down dog. You can bend your knees slightly if it's too hard for your hamstrings. All right, so once you are here, we're going to walk your feet to your hands. Full fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, full fold squeeze. Bend and squeeze. And big inhale at the top. Gentle back bend. Hands to your chest. Exhale. Namaste. And that's it. This is a very easy sun salutation. Okay, so are we ready to do it again? I hope you're sweaty, because I am. Notice how this exercise warms up all your body, strengthens and stretches all your body. So it's a very complete exercise. Shall we do it again? So feet with hip width apart, tilt your pelvic, roll your shoulders, make sure you are in a straight position. Inhale, up, arms up, gentle back bend, and exhale, full fold. Inhale halfway, hands to chest, and exhale, full fold again. Hands to the top of your mat and big jump. If you can't jump, just walk your hands to the back of your mat. Plank position again. Stay like that. And when you're ready, go as slow as possible. Go down. Before you get to the floor, do the chaturanga. So knees, chest, chin motion, and curl up into cobra. Big inhale. Exhale to down dog. Wiggle a little bit. And get ready to jump to the front of the mat. Whoop. Inhale halfway. Exhale all the way down. And big inhale, arms to the top. Exhale, namaste, hands to chest. Well done, this was our second round. We're going to do it one more time, but this time faster. Are we ready for it? All right. Make sure you are aligned. Exhale down. Halfway. Full fold. Hands to the floor. Jump back. Now, from the plank, we're gonna do chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, curl up into cobra. This is cobra position. And downward dog, exhale. So walk your feet to your hands, or if you feel strong, you're going to jump back to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway, exhale full fold. Big inhale to the top, exhale. Namaste. All right. So this is called the sun salutation. There's many variations of sun salutations, and we can put lots of other poses and sequences on it. What we're going to do now is doing this sun salutation, and we're going to put the chair pose. Okay, you ready to sweat a bit more? Here we go. So we're going to do the sun salutation, and we're going to incorporate one or two poses in it. So again, the same, make sure you are grounded, you are rooted. Everything is aligned. And when you're ready, breathe up, small back bend, full fold. If you can't touch the floor, it's fine, just hang over here. If it's too much for your hamstrings, just bend your knees slightly, so don't lock them. Inhale halfway, exhale, full fold. Hands to your mat. And this time, we're going to bring the left leg back. So I'm going to show you again my left leg to the back. The toes on the back foot are tucked in like this. Make sure your knee is in line with your I was 3 weeks in Portugal talking Portuguese, and now I don't understand English. Here we go. Big inhale to the top. Exhale down. Go to down dog. Big jump to the top. Inhale halfway. Exhale. Hands to the mat. And now we're going to do the right leg back. I remember the word is ankle. Make sure your knee is aligned with the ankle. Notice if you are in a straight line, your back and your leg is lengthening. And when you're ready, big inhale. This is the high lunge. Go down again. Down dog. Now you can walk your feet to your hands or jump back to the top of your mat. Whoop. Big jump. And now we're going to do a powerful pose called chair pose. So chair pose is like you are sitting in a chair, an invisible chair. All your hamstrings and your quads are going to hurt. And you need to have a really powerful core to stay in this position. Okay, we're gonna almost finishing the hard bit, the power yoga. Bring your right elbow to your left knee. And do this mudra. A mudra is a hand position, so hands against your chest. If you feel balanced, if you feel powerful, bring down your right leg to the right hand to the floor and your arm up. And do a gentle twist, look to your left hand. So come from it, give it a shake if you are tired. Okay, this is a very strong position. I'm going to go to the chair pose. Back again, chair pose. And now we're going to twist to our right side. So our left elbow goes to the right knee. So it goes against it. This is very powerful by itself, but if you feel confident, put your hand on the floor and look up. Okay, come down, come out of this position, hands to chest again, and lift up. Okay, full four. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bend. And big inhale to the top. Namaste. All right. So we did a bit of core exercise. We practiced, we trained our leg muscles, our core, our spine. All these exercises are really good for your strength and flexibility. Woo. All right, so we still have about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. Wow, are you sweaty? Okay, after this sun salutation, let me see my notes. Okay, after this powerful exercise, it's really hot outside, so you're probably really sweaty after this. It doesn't look hard, but it's really hard. I hope you are feeling the strength, you're feeling the muscles loosen up as well. We're going to go through meditation. I'm sure you heard about it. So meditation is a way to practice focus and calm down our mind. Anxiety. So anxiety is actually the opposite. When you are anxious, you are being bombarded with lots of thoughts. So you don't have that peace in yourself, that peace of mind in yourself. So when you empty your head of thoughts or try to be present in and control those thoughts, you'll be able to be more in peace with you, more calm, control your breathing. And all of that obviously helps to fight anxiety. There's many types of meditation. Throughout this week, I will tell you more about it. But I'm going to do one type of meditation that I really, really love, which is active meditation. So instead of focus on the silence, you focus on the movement. As I said to you, throughout this week, we're going to experience different types of meditation. So you listen to your body, you're going to practice some of them and check out which one goes along with you, which one you feel better with. So going back to that body awareness. So this is one type of meditation that works for me. So I don't like much the meditation that we are sitting quiet, just observing our breath. I like movement. And yoga by itself is a type of meditation because you are focusing your breath. You are cleaning up your mind. You're not thinking about anything else than yoga. So when you practice, like for instance, sun salutations, you have to have focus.
You have to be there. Your thoughts cannot be anywhere. So meditation and mindfulness is about that. It's focusing the here and now. So I'm going to teach you one of my favorite types of meditation, and it comes from the Kundalini yoga. So as I said to you earlier, there's many types of yoga, and one of them is Kundalini. So Kundalini says that we have this inner energy, that snake energy in our lower back. So Kundalini is basically about the breath and about releasing that energy, releasing all that core strength, all that core energy. So this meditation goes like this. All right, so you're going to sit down